we're going to start with your saliva samples. This will be the bag that we send home with you. On the back side here is a chart. For each sample, record the actual time for when you took your sample. There's a set of instructions that will be stapled to the bag. Make sure that you read this and you fully understand what's going on before you take your samples. For each sample, you can't eat at least an hour before. That's eating or drinking anything. When you want to take your sample, start immediately upon waking up Saturday morning. To start, you'll rinse your mouth out with water and then wait 10 minutes to take your sample. Each sample you will be taking is labeled. This one is the first for Saturday. You will hold it right here and pop off the top. Don't put your fingers on it at all. Just try to take it from the sample and dip it right into your mouth like this.
After waiting 3 minutes with the tube in her mouth, Alana then placed it back in the saliva tube.
Make sure that once you put it back in your tube that it's extremely icky, gross, wet, and you don't touch it then either. And then place the cap right back on there, and as soon as you're finished, place it into the freezer in your bag. You can just place it in your freezer wherever you would like to. Leave them there until the next time you have to take your sample.
What to do if?
When you're opening your saliva sample, if you pop it open like this and you see that the extra tube there is popped out, make sure you place it back inside the tube. It's really important that we have that plastic so the sample doesn't fall all the way down to the bottom here. To open it, make sure that it's popped off just like this and try not to touch it. If you're opening it and oops, it fell on the floor, we do have an extra one that we put in your container. Try not to use this unless you need to use it, but in the event that you touch it with your hands or it falls on the floor, please make sure to use the extra sample. What you see here in front of you is called your food log. You're going to be writing down all the food and drink you eat for Friday and Saturday following your appointment. As best as you can, try to be as precise as possible with the measures of the food that you're eating. Whether it's a glass of orange juice, a cup of milk, a bottle of water, try to get the ounces that are in your beverage. This here is the front side of the portion reference sheet we send home with you and your child. If you're unsure of how much something is, take a look at this for some guidance. On the back side of this same sheet, you will see various examples of how much food is roughly in each portion size. We will send you home wearing a watch-like device called an actigraph. This is the actigraph that we're going to send you home wearing. It's that watch-like device. It's going to track your movement and your sleep patterns. We'll put it on your wrist before you leave, and you can wear it the entire time. You have to keep it on until you come back here with us. It's waterproof, so if you're hopping in the shower, keep it on. If you're going to a friend's house and they've got a pool, keep it on also. You can wear it when you're playing sports as long as your coach lets you. If you have any trouble and have to take it off for any reason, please just call us and let us know ahead of time. On the actigraph, there's a little bump right here in the center. It's a button. It's called an activity marker. Try not to press that at all. If you do press it, it's not a huge crisis, but just try to refrain from pressing the button a whole bunch because it messes up the data when we have it back here in our lab.